Shut up and sit down.
Hey guys,
how are ya?
Today we are going to a friend's house. We're going to
Dunn Farm
over in Monroe, Utah. Good friend of ours. They're homesteaders. We're gonna go over to their place and look at their farm.
Particularly,
we are going to look at their goats, and we're trying to decide whether to get goats or not. Let us know down in the comments what kind of goats we ought to get, and we'll take that in consideration. So we're gonna go look at goats. She has milk goats, meat goats, fat goats, short goats, tall goats.
Goats of all sizes.
You can tell. You can tell we have kids and Dr. Seuss. So let's do it.
Precious dog.
Aren't you cute?
Farm dog, watch out. She'll get your ankles.
Holy cow, the guard dog, the farm guard dog.
Yeah, look at that, all bristled up.
Hey Kim, how are you?
Hi, Dusty. Hey. Hi.
We hug.
Hey guys, this is our good friend Kim Dunn, and we've talked her into coming over here to her homestead and looking at her goats. We're thinking about getting goats, and she has goats.
For about 30 years. About 30 years.
As a goat person?
Yeah. So I got a little experience. So what do you want to learn about goats today?
We're thinking about goats, but we don't know what kind of breed to get.
Well, what do you want to do with your goats? What do you want to produce? What do you have to have a goal?
I want to do milking goats again, but I don't want to do the same breed that we had before. I kind of want to do something different. So I want to, like the milking, and then try and do like the cheese.
So let's make a tour. We'll go see the bucks first. We'll go see the boys, and we'll end with the girls.
This is looking really cute right here.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're going to have a driveway, and then that will be grass, and we'll have flowers and bushes. I'm so excited.
Oh, you're going to plant grass?
A very small spot. I don't want too much grass because it's too much work for no return. I'm already, but just a little patch.
I was just telling.
Don't like grass.
I was just telling Richard a minute ago that I love your yard, and I think most people's yards ought to look like yours. And how our grass is slowly disappearing.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw your little bed garden. I love it. Looks so pretty. That inspired me. I think I'm going to do that with mine. Don't go to the auction and buy goats. If you want nice breeding goats that are going to build a nice herd for yourself, find a breeder and buy a quality goat. It's going to cost you more money, but in the long run, you're going to have so much better luck, better production, better everything. So it'll just be better for you if you'll do that. And so these goats are pretty quality goats. I'm very pleased.
They look really good.
Yeah, I'm real pleased with these goats. Let's go over here and we'll show you the girls. Goats, in my opinion, are the best small animal for a small farm, for a small acreage. You can have 1 or 2 dairy goats in the backyard. You can make cheese. You can feed other animals with them. You can raise a dairy calf for beef. So many things you can do with that goat milk besides just drink it. And so they just really pay for their way, they're much easier than other animals. You have a lamb, or you have a sheep. She has 2 sheep in the spring, you have 2 lambs, and then that's all you get. But with a goat, you get the kids, you can sell the kids, you can eat the kids if that's what you want to do, or milk, and then the goat always makes more milk than she needs for her babies, so then you have that extra milk to do something else. It makes a lot of work for you and me. Whoever decides to do this, you have to really work it, but It can make, and you don't have to have fancy pens. My pens aren't fancy, they're just tight. You don't want to put up a wire fence for a goat because they'll walk right over it. You want to put in panels, something really strong. I've had some of these panels for 30 years, and they look a little ragged, but they still hold goats in because we move our pens around all the time. So they've been put up and taken down many times. And we found that we really like the porta huts for the goats. They hold up to the goats.
Is that the metal one over
Yeah,
there?
you want to go look at it?
Yeah,
Let's
let's
go
go
around over
look at that. The porta hut.
here. Yeah. And there's other brands, but this is what we got a sale on, okay?
Where did you find the porta hut at?
We found it in one of our magazines, but the ads in like Backwood Homes and those kind of places. The goats did not do the dent. That was a flying one of these, was not tied down. We had one of our whirlwinds.
A flying what?
Those, we had a whirlwind,
Oh.
and that flew over and landed on that and rolled into the next pen. But since then, we have made sure everything is tied down.
Yeah, we get some pretty high winds.
We get some tough winds. So, yeah, it rolled right over that puppy. It was
thinking
brand
I've
new
been
too,
from a
and it
goat.
dented it. Yeah. Oh no, goats can't hurt them. That's why I really like them.
Kim, I have a question. For first timers like us, for small farms, how many goats would you recommend to start off with?
I suggest you get 2 goats to start with. If you just have a little place and you're just getting started, you want to get 2 nice does. Even if you get young ones, they'll keep each other company. Goats are gregarious, so they need a herd. They need another goat to keep them happy. And so you want to get 2, and then I would take your buck out to be bred. Take your doe out to be bred the first year or 2 until you decide what you want to do as far as how many, because it's the bucks they have to have their own separate pen. They smell when it's breeding season. They're musky and they're very odorous, and so a lot of people, if you have close neighbors, they won't be liking that. And so I suggest if you have young, just a couple does, just find a good breeder that'll let you. A lot of times the people you buy your does from will let you bring them back to breed, as long as you keep them isolated from other goats. So that's a good thing. No bucks at first. It's just too much hassle. Yeah. I'll put it on the milk room of it. And
This is nice. And this is where you sit down on?
actually, no, that is where my I put my milk machine goes here.
You got a milk machine.
My milk machine goes here, and I put all my bottles up here, and my cart. I should have brought it out so you guys could see it. And then the goats get up here. I haven't been using this one this last little bit. I can do 2 at once with a different milk machine, but the one I'm using right now only milks 1 goat at a time. So I just milk on this stand, and I set all my stuff over here on the stand.
Your goats must be really trained to jump on the.
Yes, they all train very well with the little grain because they're going to get their grain. And of course they want that grain, so it doesn't take many times. They just jump right up. In fact, I train my yearlings before they ever milk. I start giving them a little grain just before they kid. And so they're trained to jump up there before they ever have to milk.
So that's a really good tip that she just said about training them when they're a yearling.
Yeah, just to start, put them up on the stand, give them a handful, not very much.
Yeah.
And brush them and talk to them and feel them and everything so they get used to being handled. And then when it's time to milk, they just get right up there.
So for those wondering, would it be a good idea to get a goat that's already pregnant and then...
That's not a bad idea. That pretty brown goat right there that we're looking
beautiful.
at.
Yeah.
I bought her as a bred yearling,
Uh-huh.
and she's registered, and she was a champion show goat as a dry yearling.
Wow.
And I don't show, but she's a real quality goat. She produces a lot of milk, and she's got a nice attachment, and she's easy to milk.
Yeah.
When you buy a goat, if you don't buy one that's already milking, test how they milk, because if you're not going to have a milk machine, man, you want one that milks easy. My herd share is paying for the goat's way and giving me a little profit. But I have enough dairy goats, and I don't want to keep keeping young dairy goats. And it seems like if I get them on the ground, I have to keep them and see what they're going to turn out like. So I'm sort of addicted. So I bred everybody to the bower, so I know when they hit the ground, they're going to go for meat goats, and I'm not keeping them. So that's why I crossbred everybody this year. So I'll have really nice kids that'll bring a good price at the auction. And I still have my dairy does. And when I think I need replacements, I bred 1 to a purebred buck. So I will have some if I need a buck for breeding dairy. But I'm trying to limit my size. because they're sort of like rabbits. They will expand and expand, and you'll have too many. Isn't she sweet? Now she will bite you. Those little black and white ones are not make a hole on you. No. I mean, like she'll nibble at your clothes,
yeah.
but all of a sudden she'll pinch you.
Yeah.
You have to be careful with her. Nigerian dwarfs are great. If I had them also, and I enjoyed them. They're a lot of fun, but they're not practical if you want to make money with your goats.
So we're not looking for money. We're looking for.
But do you want them to be useful? I mean,
For the family.
Because you're gonna, with the Nigerian, you'll get about a pint to a quart of milk a day. With one of these girls, you get a gallon to a gallon and a half a day. So all of a
How much
sudden-
does Justice?
About a gallon.
We need a dairy cow. We need to get dairy cow, Kim.
Actually, 2 good milk goats, standard size milk goats, will give you 2 gallons a day. The meat goats are a good way to help your herd pay for its way.
Yeah.
Come on.
Have you seen the size of him?
You intimidated by a little old bull?
Yeah.
Oh, he's looking at you. He's looking at you.
You're not funny.
Oh, he's drooling. Why are you making him drool? We didn't realize there's so much to take in here at the Dunn farm. So we're gonna have to come back here.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much more to look at. She's a wealth of information, and we're gonna take advantage of that, pick her brain, and get more ideas for our farm. So let us know what you guys think down in the comments below. And
Any questions that you have that you would like us to ask her, please leave it in the comment also, and we'll be sure to ask her, and then we'll do a video of those questions being answered by her.
yeah, that is a great idea, because we're coming back. So yeah, we can come back with more questions. I feel like we're a little unprepared today, so we need to come back with an arsenal of questions
Yeah.
and to ask her. And yeah, let us know what you guys think about that. And don't forget to subscribe for you new people here. It helps us out. So go ahead and smash that like button, hit subscribe, and so we can continue to make more of these movies for you. And as always,
May God bless
your adventures.
Yes,